Hello and welcome back to the library. I want to give a little caveat to this video. I'm not feeling great, and so I may seem a little spacey or random pauses or whatever. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to make this video and share my thoughts and feelings about these books with you. Today's video will be discussing my Frieda McFadden books that I have read and my least favorite to most favorite of her books so far that I've read. As always, and I hope I don't make you guys click off this video because I know both of these authors are either love them or hate them authors. But what's checked out of the library this week is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. This was our book club pick for October. We are meeting this Saturday to watch the movie that's coming out, and then we're going to discuss similarities and differences between the book and the movie. I'm about 100 pages in so far, so I'll have thoughts and feelings on this in my end of month wrap up in a couple of weeks. I can't believe we're already this close to the end of the month. Okay, so Frieda McFadden, you either love her books or you hate her books. I have really enjoyed almost all of the books that I've read by her. I don't even think I'm halfway through her catalog yet, but I've read enough. I feel like I can give you my honest opinions, and then after I've read the rest of her catalog, I can tell you if my opinions and rankings of any of these books change. So the bottom of the list is one that I borrowed from a friend, and that is The Devil Wears Scrubs. This was not a thriller. I definitely thought it was, and this was my fault for not looking into the book more. This is like reading a Grey's Anatomy episode. It was really good for what it was. It just was not my cup of tea. I was also not expecting to read something like that. Well written otherwise. It's just like a drama episode, basically, is what we were reading. So it was good, not my cup of tea. Don't want to have it on my shelf. The next book that I have, and it will be leaving my collection, is The Wife Upstairs. This was like reading, it's kind of a deja vu of Verity. I know I've already talked about it, so I won't harp on it again, but it was like if Frieda McFadden wrote Verity, which is by Colleen Hoover. I knew it was going to happen because I've read something similar to it before, so not much to say on this one. The rest, one more. The other book is The Surrogate Mother, and this one is like every Lifetime movie ever. If you know what Lifetime Movie Network is, you know that they are like known for their popcorn thrillers, which I think is why I like Frieda so much. So, off on a little tangent. My mom and I, every Sunday growing up, would do laundry in LMN, which is Lifetime Movie Network, and we would watch popcorn thrillers and do laundry and hang out the whole day and just do whatever. These books all remind me of like these could be Lifetime Movie Network movies, which I love. It's very nostalgic for me. These books also are what got my mom into reading. So my mom is not a reader. She would maybe read one book a year if I was lucky. She has read more of Frieda McFadden books than I have. In any way I can get somebody to read that doesn't normally read and enjoy it. Like, you can read and not enjoy it, but I love reading, and so being able to share that and have somebody else love reading who didn't before is really cool to me. So Frieda also got my mom into readings, which is another reason I have a soft spot for her. Okay, anyway, off on the tangent. So the next book is The Surrogate Mother, which is literally reading a Lifetime movie. It is about a woman who wants to have a baby, can't have a baby, finds a surrogate, and things don't go as they should. It is really good, very well written. I say very well written. Frieda McFadden is not like an out-of-this-world phenomenal writer, but she is great at what she does with her popcorn thrillers, and I will stand by that. So when I say really well written for being a popcorn thriller. Not flowery, very easy to read, very easy to digest, and very quick to read. It keeps your attention and gets you through the book, and that's what I love about her popcorn thrillers. So the surrogate mother, I loaned to my mom and told her to take it to Texas to my aunt, who has also started reading, which makes me very happy. So she is reading that. And then I told her I don't want that copy back. That's another one I don't want on my shelf. She can share it with all of her friends and have them read her too that like thrillers. So it won't be coming back. It was good. It was just like every surrogate mother Lifetime movie I've ever watched. So the next 6 books are ones that I thoroughly enjoyed, and they're staying on my shelf. I will come back and reread them. They're just fallen favorites to least of my favorites, if that makes sense. Number 6 is The Locked Door. This book was a really good time. It is about our main character named Nora, who, while she was playing in a room or drawing or whatever, her dad was in the basement murdering people. And decades later, her dad is in jail, and she is a surgeon, so she saves lives, which is really cool. But one of her patients winds up murdered in the exact same way that her dad did. So now she doesn't know if her dad was released, if there's a copycat out there, and if she's even safe at this point. So this book was really, really good. I did not guess the ending. My mom really liked this book. I think this is one of her favorite books so far by her. So next on the list is Ward D. I love something taking place in a psych ward. I just do. I think the human brain is fascinating. The different things people can go through, like schizophrenia or dementia, or even how bad habits, like you can have alcohol-induced dementia. Like, I just think that's so cool. And if I wouldn't have chosen the career path that I did, I've honestly thought about being a forensic psychologist, because I just think it'd be so cool to get inside the brain of somebody that committed crimes or did horrible things and why they did it. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I just thought it was interesting. So this book I really enjoyed because it is about a med student doing her rotation for psychology, and she gets stuck in Ward D overnight, which is super protected, high security. They're locked in. It's a code-controlled gate, whatever. Our main character doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to do anything with psychology or quote-unquote crazies or whatever, and so she is already freaked out, but then staff and patients start to go missing, and she's freaking out even more. So you're following her through this hell of a night that she's having, and she's trying to figure out if she's in danger or if there's something more nefarious going on around her. So that was Ward D, and it was really, really good. The next one on the list is The Inmate. This used to be my number 1 favorite book by her. So this is 4th place. This is about a girl who is a nurse practitioner. Her name is Brooke. She went through a really traumatic event years ago in her youth. I think she was a teenager. She ended up leaving her small town, but due to unforeseen, or not unforeseen, but unexpected and upsetting reasons, you find out early in the book. I want to say it's a divorce or a breakup or something like that. She is forced to move back home to her hometown and live in her parents' old house. She takes on the role of the nurse practitioner at the prison that's close by, only to find out that her ex-boyfriend that tried to kill her all those nights ago or all those years ago is residing there. And she starts to wonder if she is even remembering the events correctly, because he doesn't seem like the same person that he was all those years ago. So she relies really heavily on her friend that also went through that tragic night. And her and him are trying to figure out what's going on and if everything she remembered was a lie. It's really good. The epilogue in this book got me. So good. Such a good ending. Okay, 3rd place is The Housemaid by Frieda McFadden. This is a book about a girl named Millie who goes to work for this ritzy couple, the Winchesters. During her interview, Nina seems very nice, calm, collected, put together. Her house is immaculate. And she is interviewing Millie for the role of a live-in nanny for their daughter. Millie really needs this job because she is on, I want to say she's on parole and has to have a permanent address and a job in order to stay on parole, or she goes back to the prison. She gets this job. She's offered the job on the spot, and she starts to realize that Nina may not be everything that she seemed in the interview. But she can't just up and leave because she needs a job or she goes back to prison. So she's trying to figure out what's going on while also trying to find out if she's in danger or if Nina just needs some extra help. This was a really, really good book. I really enjoyed it. First and second place can be switched on any given day, depending on my mood. Today, though, in second place is The Boyfriend. This book and my number one seem to be her most popular books. So The Boyfriend is about a girl named Sydney who lives in New York and is hanging and has two close friends that live in the same apartment complex as her. One of the friends meets this very handsome doctor and is telling Sydney and the other friend about this doctor. They never get his name. They never get to see what he looks like. But according to the friend, he is Mr. Perfect in every way. Until that friend comes up dead. And then they're trying to keep a lookout and protect themselves because they fear that they may be next because they're friends of hers. But they don't know what they're being protected from. They've never seen him. They don't know his name. They don't even know if he works in the city or anything like that. So they're trying to figure out what's going on and hopefully stay safe with a murderer on the loose. So this book was really good. I really, really enjoyed this book a lot. The ending was another one I thought I had figured out until like the last 10 pages, man. I did not even know. My mom called me. She is like 75% through. I know what happens, Maddie. I know what happens. And so she's telling me, and I'm just like, you keep thinking that. You keep thinking that. It's a Frieda. This is not your first Frieda book. You should know that that is never going to end how you think it's going to end. So this one was really good. In first place, I do a drum roll, but it would shake my camera, so I'll just pretend, is Never Lie by Frieda McFadden. This book is my favorite book because it was so good. The ending, top tier popcorn thriller ending. It was really, really good. This is about a couple that is going out to look at this beautiful house that was owned by a psychiatrist. And now they are looking to purchase it. So they go out to this house and a blizzard, they start getting snowed in. A blizzard came, sheets of white coming down, and they lose power. So they have no contact to anybody because there's no power, there's no service, no nothing. And they're stuck until morning, at least until they can get out of the snow. So while they're walking around the house and trying to figure out if there's anything to keep them warm or to eat or anything like that, Trisha, our main character, finds a bookshelf and is perusing books, and she is getting ready to pull one out to look at it, and it opens a secret room, basically. And in this room are tapes upon tapes of audio recordings of past sessions with psychiatrist patients. So she starts listening to those and gets really uneasy. She starts wondering if everything that they were told about the house and the current or in the previous occupant are true, if there's more sinister stuff going on under the surface. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and it took me a while to read it after it came out because of all the hype around it. I didn't want to be disappointed, but I was not. It was very good. So these are my Frieda McFadden books that I read, from my favorite to my least favorite. And I, like I said, have many, many more to go. I'm not even halfway done with the catalog. And obviously it's ever growing because she is a fiend when it comes to publishing books. She had one come out in October. I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback. but it's called The Intruder. Go check it out if you're a Frieda fan. And then, yeah, I'll probably do one after I finish all the books that I currently have by her. I'll probably do a full one of these, go over all of the thoughts and feelings, and then see if anything has changed places. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to join me every week, hit the subscribe button. And if you've read any of these books, have thoughts and feelings, or any other popcorn thrillers, even by different authors that you think I should check out, I am always open. I love a good popcorn thriller, or even just like a campy horror or anything like that. So I love to hear your thoughts and opinions. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a very safe and busy week, and I hope that you guys all, again, stay safe. It's been a crazy year so far. So I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.